Steady now.
Despite being one of the PlayStation 2's more inconspicuous releases, Genji does have lineage behind it. Yoshiki Okamoto, one of the key figureheads behind the Onimusha series, would leave Capcom to form Game Republic in 2003. This would be the first project to come out of said studio, and it certainly wears its inspirations on its sleeve. Based on the tale of Heike, you can see the developer's experience with the genre throughout, but sadly, this game is undone by a lack of true depth beneath its shiny veneer.
1159. The Battle of Heiji.
In a war-torn feudal Japan, the Heishi clan rules over a conquered land with powerful magical stones called Amahagane, which allows their owners to harness immense power and can clear dozens of enemies in the blink of an eye. Not content with simply ruling the land with little resistance, the clan aims to collect all the Amahagane, which brings them into conflict with Yoshitsune, a young warrior who possesses one of these stones.
The Heishi do not rule me, and never will.
You dare to disobey us?
It's up to him, Benkei, who wields a giant smashing club and aims to destroy the Heishi, and the Tamayori clan to defeat the Heishi and return the land to peace. It's pretty bland, with uninteresting characters and little drama until the end. They can bore some awesome fight choreography, but it's not quite enough to salvage these scenes, which often go for several minutes at a time and feel quite overlong as a result. The DNA of Onimusha definitely shows here, utilising several elements from Capcom's series. Taking place around a selection of sub-levels, which you can usually backtrack to freely, you make your way through these while carving any enemies you meet along the way. The camera remains static, lending a cinematic view to the action. Utilising the speed of Yoshitsune or the brute strength of Benkei, the combat system is pretty straightforward. Using 2 attack buttons, you can string together combos while also utilising blocking and slides. Both come equipped with Amahagane, which allows them to perform a temporary slowdown state, allowing you to use quick time events to counter foes. Upgrades enable you to slow time further, making these easier to pull off. You couldn't call it outstanding or groundbreaking, but it's a solid combat system that nails the fundamentals. It also benefits from a stylish presentation. Running crisply with gorgeous animations and stunning environments, it's definitely one of the prettier PS2 games. The lush greens of forest environments, the potent colours of the demon world, and the grotesque use of blood look gorgeous. Combos flow like rivers, lending to flashy chains that keep up with the best looking hack and slashers. However, this also arguably leads to Genji's greatest weakness. The game can feel a touch on the easy side. On the normal difficulty, while a couple of moments may give you cause for frustration, most of the game is a breeze. Bosses attempt to shake things up, but while some of the designs are impressive, Nu, the mutant beast you meet fairly on, is particularly impressive, they aren't too much of a challenge. This, consequently, leads to the game feeling a bit short on replayability. You can finish your first run in around 7 hours. This isn't too bad, but there's very little incentive to return. You are able to import your save into a second playthrough, but it lacks any unique wrinkles to change it significantly.
One must wield an Amahagane to defeat the misusers of the Amahagane.
There are a few other elements in play. You can level up both Yoshitsune and Benkei, collect weapons and armor for both, and, after using Amahagane attacks against bosses, craft unique weapons and armor at the blacksmith. But they're all just surface details, and you'll be lucky to accumulate 15 hours of play.
Ah, you must be Yoshitsune's sidekick. I'll kill you first! Lenyo Genchboy Master.
Unlike the great visuals, the sound is a mixed bag. The music stands out as noteworthy, jumping between gorgeous acoustic tracks that build atmosphere to violent cacophonies of drums and orchestra. The combat sounds are pretty good too, with vicious kills and whipping swords keeping the action fierce. But PAL players got the benefit of English voice acting, with a multicultural cast ranging from Japanese to English. Unfortunately, it's pretty poor, sometimes bordering on parody. Yoshitsune sounds like a flu-addled Matthew Broderick attempting to impersonate Jackie Chan.
Shut up! We are here to put an end to your evil plans.
Benkei suffers over-the-top line delivery.
You did this! You did this! You did this!
And everyone else sounds underwhelming. Mercifully, you can opt instead for the original Japanese track. Genji has the trappings of a great hack and slash, and it sometimes realises the potential of its talented staff who worked on some of the best the genre has to offer. But ultimately, it's undone by a focus on style over substance. Not only is the combat lacking depth to truly sustain interest, but the story is half-hearted and the game is over too quick to linger long in the memory. It won't replace God of War or Onimusha, but despite these issues, it's got enough flashy moves and presentation qualities to make it worth a cheap buy for genre aficionados.